The Eurovision Song Contest. It's a state of play. It's a state of play. Get all the updates. Join the conversation with Alesia Michelle. Starting now. Oh my goodness. Hello and welcome to our weekend edition of our Eurovision State of Play. We are in the midst of a Super Saturday situation right now. I know Ukraine has their selection going on right now. UMK has started. And we're here together to experience this. This is live. If you have never been to my channel before, welcome. This is your opportunity to like this video and to subscribe. If you love Eurovision, I think you'll love my channel. So please do subscribe. You could be here live because we are live and folks are already here. So we've got folks shouting out some songs, shouting things, so yeah. And so, yes, streaming UMK is on, but guess what? We don't have a lot of time because we know there's going to be a nice intro here. I've actually got UMK right here on my screen, so we'll see. We'll hop in when we need to get there. Hello, folks. So let's kick it off. Yesterday, Ireland picked their winner. That's what we're going to kick off with. Ireland picked their winner. They are going with Norway's Emmy. They're going with Norway's Emmy with Like a Party. It's fun. It's giving aqua. It's giving fresh. It's giving cute. Here's my opinion about Ireland's Eurosong. We'll just start it off there. Overall, I feel like Eurosong actually had a bunch of songs that could qualify. Honestly, I really did. I don't really think there was something that was screaming out at me like instant non-qualifier. Folks know that we do have our we did have our draw, so we know that Ireland is going to be in semifinal 2. Some people are saying, semifinal 2 might actually have some, might not be our big competitive semi, but I feel like every year, I should say lately, I feel like what we see on the paper of thinking our strong semi is, once we get the songs, it's actually sort of like flipped. So I don't know. And I think it hasn't even been like, this is the strong semi, this is the weak semi. I think it's been more like, this is the predictable semi, and this is kind of the unpredictable wild card semi. So I think right now people might be looking, and I actually think we have a pretty decent split if you look at the drawing. This year, I'm sort of feeling like semifinal 2 is going to be like our wild card semi, whereas semifinal 1 might end up feeling more predictable. But it's early. It's early. I'm not selling this year down the river quite yet, even though I know some people are very nervous. So yeah, let me hop into these comments. So we've got someone from Ireland. Yes, and for the people saying, how dare I stream? Look, we've got real reactions happening. So I have actually done this before, and I've done like monster long ones. This one, I'm not doing a monster long one. We're not doing that. So yeah, let's talk about Ireland. So we've got some folks saying, okay, Blue Bear says, I voted for Emmy. Rise says, massive downgrade from Bambi. Lucia, do you think Ireland Eurosong overall quality was good since Bambi Thug really raised the bar? I do think the overall quality was good. And I would even say with the performances from the Late Late Show, I think even the Late Late Show was kind of like, okay, we got to do more. I'm going to be real with you. I think the person who best utilized the stage was actually Agi. Like, it actually, at some point, I almost was like, wait, are we doing this on the Late Late Show? Whereas the rest of the performances felt very much so like we were at the Late Late Show. So I give props to Agi for actually, flipping that around. So Danny says, I definitely see Emmy qualifying. I do too. Vlad says this song is cute, but gives Junior a little. It definitely gives Junior. If we're going to say anything negative about it, I do think that's a fair critique, is that it does feel just slightly less adult. But everybody here knows I love Aqua, and And I actually have the CDs and some of the singles that they have come out with. So I do like this genre of music. I think it's fun. I think it's cute. But I will tell you, the thing that I worry about with Ireland this year is I feel like we have a lot of this genre in some of the national selections. So depending upon how the season goes, this one might end up with a lot of direct competition. I would even argue that I think even Luxembourg is in there for some direct competition already. So that's a thing that makes me just a little bit nervous. So K-pop, I love Emmy so much. Danny, I'm from Ireland and I voted for Emmy. So did everyone. I know the Irish loved it. I disagree. This is a weak year. Who said this was a weak year? It's too early for us to say weak or strong. But what I did, and I tweeted something, and I think people are interpreting it as me saying it's a weak year. I'm just saying this is one of those years where the fan favorites going into the national selections are not winning. That is my critique so far, is like we are getting into a little bit of a pattern where it's like if you're looking at the polls for what you think should win a national selection and then actually like looking like and then looking at what ultimately wins, mostly it has been something else, and maybe even something that wasn't even second. Like we're looking at some third and fourth places of like the fan polls then coming up victorious. So that's actually what I was referencing in the tweet. So yeah. What else do we have? Blue Bear says everyone didn't like Bambi last year when it came out. Who is everyone? And I guess that's the asterisk. Everyone. I don't know those people because over here, Bambi was the one. And over here, Bambi was the one. Donovan Drayton says Ireland and Luxembourg in the same semi is a little. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying we already have that direct competition. And so do I think that Like a Party is a bad choice? No, I don't think Ireland had an opportunity to make a bad choice because they had all good options. But do I think that this was the most strategic choice? I wouldn't have picked it. I wouldn't have picked it strategically thinking. But I don't think that there were any real like bad options in there from my perspective. Okay, we got some. So David says, I see it struggling to qualify. Would have preferred Bobby to represent Ireland instead. Okay. Username says it is a weak year. We have a good picture right now. I mean, I think we're worried too because if you look at some of the heavy hitter national selections like Norway, y'all, I hopped into Norway, so maybe we want to pivot. And I'm just going to touch on Norway real quick, and I'm busting out my phone because I'm working. I'm actively finessing this ESC 2025 pre-selects faves. And I'll tell you, from Norway, the only songs that I have put on the playlist are Vagabond and Parasite. And I'll be real, looking online in Eurovision fan spaces, those are not necessarily like the top two. So here we are. Let me also note that I do think Norway has a song. There's this Nataline or something song singer. That song feels like Queen of the Kings Part 2, but I'm not listening to it in the car. And this seems like a little bit of Norway's return to the theme park music, and I would not go there. But they also have another kind of boppy, fun Europop song, which Norway's not in the same semi as Ireland. But here's the thing. Ireland, I do think, again, I think Emmy could qualify, but then you have to worry when we get to the final, does some of that direct competition start to mess with us a little bit? Hopping into some more of these comments. Frederick, Melody was a fan favorite in Spain, at least. I don't know if Melody was not a Eurovision fan favorite. I think Melody was a locals fan favorite, but I don't think in Eurovision circles she really was like the fan favorite. She was not like topping all of like the polls and stuff like that. But here we go. Kevin says, I feel like this year is pretty strong so far. I only dislike Spain so far. Declan says, I struggled who to vote for last night, especially after Bobby didn't bring what was needed. In the end, I voted for Niall, but 2 probable qualifiers in a row for Ireland is nothing to be snubbed at. I agree. I definitely agree. Gospodin said, which songs did you refer to in your tweet about 2 or 3 songs? Not the one that was picked. Not the one that was picked. I was referencing Fire and I was referencing Bobby, but we didn't get those, so Ireland is not in my number 1 position. Albania is still holding that firmly, but I am curious if UMK could switch that up tonight, because if I get Ich komme, instantly number one. Some people are wondering about Malta. Malta, cute, but it's not gonna. There's nothing in Malta that would become my number one, though. Like my personal number one for Eurovision. Nothing that would be number one, because Albania would still firmly be in that mix. And then Vidbeer, I haven't listened to any of the songs. Y'all know historically, I kind of just wait to see what the winner is, but I do have the window open. So we'll get to that. K-pop 24/7, thank you. Emmy coming to revenge my AI not making ESC. I mean, yes, this is a popular genre. Everyone knows. And I will say, I prefer Emmy Like a Party to my AI, because Homegirl last year, was it last year? Wasn't able to deliver it vocally. And so, and Emmy can sing, and we know live this is going to hit. So there's some reliability there. Oh, so pivoting to Norway, I love Parasite. Everick, Alesia, what are your faves from FDC? Too soon to ask me. I have to marinate a little bit more. I need to finish out this weekend, and then I'll be marinating. Now, I just want to say one of the songs from UMK is going and is the number one, but but this song I'm not really clocking for, even though I actually like it. I think some people were playing it a little bit, and I didn't think that this song was bad studio cut wise, but it's not on the ESC faves playlist. So yeah, Bastion says they say that every year is a very weak year. I don't think every year. I think we were all on the same page. 2021 was hitting strong, and I think even last year we all were like, ooh, whoa. I think we had a slower start last year than this year. Like this year we were just inundated super early. So yeah, let me say, Milan says, do you think Mimi Mercedes could be this year's Zari? Oh, that's an interesting comparison that I wasn't making. But I don't know Mimi's aesthetic. Like, I kind of want to wait until I watch Pazza to like, I want to wait and watch before like watching any videos or even going back into people's back catalogs too deeply. But if her vibe is getting kind of like young, youthful, and cool, I'd be here for it, because the song, I love the song. It's on my playlist. I have been listening to it. Danny says if Coma wins, it will be number one for a long time. Yeah, I don't know that there's anything in the pipeline that could trump it, like on the ESC scoreboard even. Is there something else in the pipeline? But let's live in the world that Erica might not win. And y'all know, I liked Goldilocks. And the little clip that they showed for UMK, for Goldilocks, I liked it. Okay, Rye Bailey, I want Malta to qualify this year. Guess what? Me too. Me too. Danny says, I really think Mimi Mercedes gives Russian Woman 2021. I do too. And honestly, Cleo and Donatan. Yeah, in Slavic girls, kind of use that gentle beauty. So shake what your mama gave. I love that song. Still love it. So, Bashin says my favorites from today: Zifferblatt, Erica Vickman. Talked about, oh yeah, Mona, never mind, it's button. Should we shift a little bit? And talk about Latvia? Because this is the thing. I think, y'all, Latvia cannot give us Dance Melody Grand Prix. And I will say, I watched the performance and I did like it. And I do like the song. I just feel like Latvia has some good in there, some other options in there that I would prefer. And honestly, the Ligo from Supernova, how would I put this? I like him, but I'm not liking the staging at all. The way he's sort of interacting with the girls, I'm just not loving. But like, I actually think live, like, he won me over. Like the Ludwig, like, he had swag, there was confidence, the vocals sounded really good. So I was actually, because I was worried, I thought it could have gone left live. But Gospel and Alesia, if you had an opportunity to pick a song for Latvia, which one would you pick? Well, y'all know I've been loving The Water, but I think the performers clearly are a little too novice right now. I feel like there were nerves in the performance, so I'm kind of like, I mean, real talk, If the thing is, if I were to just pick, because it's hard for me to say like what I just like the most, and then honestly, that one I think probably has the best case. Like it's Eurovision ready, the staging, the vibe, it sounded good, even though it's world music, and sometimes world music surprisingly can struggle at Eurovision. I actually think people will get it. But I'm more of a here. Can I play the song? Can y'all hear this? Just and maybe this is just if I'm just picking. This is what I'm going with. Because I can never do. I can't really pronounce the. Yeah, that would probably be, but. Gospel and I Need the Water to win. I need the performers of the water to get a little bit more comfortable and not because the thing is they were like ahead of themselves, like in the beat. And it's so vibey music that it's like we can't feel the nerves. Like they have to be so comfortable to really sell that. But the song has already gone triple platinum on my ESC Faves playlist. It is my now second most played song because Ich Komme I have been playing like crazy. But a Aquatifera, yeah, Latvia does have options. I truly believe that Latvia has options. Rye Bailey, I think Latvia will pick Tatu Medas. Aiden Tatu Medas had the standout performance for me in the semi. To me, that's like, if I'm on the jury for Latvia, I'm feeling like confident sending that to Eurovision. It feels like a qualifier. It was well executed. The vision was there. The package was just ready. We didn't have to do anything else. Danny, I like City Zenny, but I feel the performance feels cluttered. I actually liked it. And Emmy, but here's the thing. Emmy's on the songwriting team for that. She's already at Eurovision, so we don't need to have her, compete twice now. No, I actually like City Zenny's song. It is still on the faves playlist. So yeah. Aiden says, glad to see that recently the water has gotten some popular. It's a really good song. Like it is a really good song. But Latvia really might send Amelia. And honestly, I like the song. It's a vibe. It's a moment. I do not think it will qualify. And even though we don't have all of the songs yet, I'm like, San did not qualify. San didn't make it. And this is very in the vein of that. And I really do think this season, like, let's check. Well, we are going to check back in like 2 weeks. And when we check back in 2 weeks, I think the playing field for Eurovision this year is still going to be a little bit tight. Like or not tight. It's going to be tighter than what it is now. Like right now, I just feel like, honestly, I feel like Greece, Albania, and Belgium are sort of like far out. And really it's like Albania, Greece even for a studio cut, Belgium here because it's a solid package. And then it's like the rest. It's like a gap. And then the rest of the songs are like here. And so it's just, yeah. Tatu made us. I'm not saying this correctly. It's a different level than everything else in Latvia. It's magical. Here we go. Lucia, what do you think about the fact that in a recent interview, Conchita Wurst said that they are considering going to Eurovision again in the future? I think Conchita has said this before. I think that that's cute, but I think we don't need to be in the era of returning like artists unless you're really going to return and do something. And Eurovision has shifted from where Conchita was. But if Conchita wants to come back and give us something different, like, go for it. Yeah, let's shift to Malta a little bit. I did watch a couple of the performances, and really it seems like it's between, serving this and Heaven Sent. Y'all know I love Popera. But I feel like we actually are getting we're probably going to have a lot of little popera moments this year. With Heaven Sent, it's a qualifier and we want Malta to qualify. And I do think Heaven Sent is a qualifier. Oh, Nira's performing. I actually really like this song on a studio cut, and I will say it's in sort of this. I prefer this to like Belgium's entry, and I feel like they're sitting at the same lunch table. Danny, do we think Erica can win? I think Erica can win, but I'm not jinxing her over here. Jared, even though it's early, I really could see Albania placing top 10 at least. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Kim, I don't think the Ludwig will qualify in the final if he goes to Eurovision. It depends upon the competition around Latvia. Yeah. Rye Bailey, not looking good for my country, the UK, based on the rumors. Yeah, based on the rumors, it's not looking good. It's not. Yikes. Unpopular opinion. If Malta sends, it won't qualify. Nah, I think that's qualifying. I think it's qualifying, but you said unpopular, so there we go. Jared, Heaven Sends potential depends on what Austria is serving us. I agree. But there's a world where I could see Malta besting. Oh, I don't know what's going on with Nira. Oh, I think the vocal was like there and then something happened. I told y'all I got it on. And I was like, wait, and maybe I missed something. I don't see nothing. Okay, sorry. Everick, Semi One will be so strong. Jrem, Strobe likes Espresso Macchiato. Wait, hold on, wait. Are we sure? Are we sure that Espresso Macchiato is winning Estonia? It's not my pick. It'll qualify. So yes, like it'll qualify. But like I said, I think Simi One's going to be the predictable one. I think we're going to mostly get the predictions correct there. Yeah. Rye Bailey, Austria is singing opera. Yeah, they're doing a popper song. But I'm saying with Austria, if Austria could go either way, we need to hear it. We do. Achnik, that song from Malta has been pissing me off from the start because why is that the title spelling if your name is already... Well, I agree with you. That's what I said. I was like, I thought that this was a play on her name. I truly, in my heart, I was like, oh, like if it's that, I think that's something, but it's just apparently in Maltese that's like singing. So I'm serving singing. Do re mi fa sol la. Okay. Just saying. Do we think it can qualify? I think I already I think it already I already said it. I think it can qualify. I definitely think it will qualify. Yeah, let's talk about I think Estonia won't do as well in the final as people think if Tommy Cash goes to Basel. We'll see. Because I hear that Tommy Cash is somewhat well known, but I think it's still somewhat well known, like, locally to Estonia, locally to the country. So I'm curious about, the thing with me is I actually think Estonia has stronger songs. I actually think Klum is stronger. I even like y'all know this because we talked about this before. I'm like, here we go. Yeah. Hey, what? Yeah, so actually, I could just show you this. Yeah. So this one, I actually have been enjoying that one. It could fall down live. But, yeah. I don't know. Okay, so Goldilocks is about to go up for UMK. So here we go. Boss says, I would like the song to thicken up the production a bit. I agree with you. The production is giving a little bit demo adjacent. So we do need to do that. But Malta does that. So I'm not worried about that. Kim Fan says, I cannot see the fun in Espresso Macchiato. I don't mind it. Like, I think it's fine. To me, the only thing that takes it down is the song really doesn't build. Whereas we think of all the other, like, fun, crazy, out-of-the-box songs we had, like Cha 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 and even Europapa. The songs built, like they did take us somewhere. There was a journey within it. And this one is a little bit repetitive in that way. So, Blue Bear says, I don't like any of the SD Lau songs, honestly. Well, clearly, I'm Yeah. For Latvia, somewhat we've got a. Oh wait, no, I keep mixing them up. Estonia Minimal Win song is my favorite. I think Minimal Win actually has a lot of hype. Here's the thing with me. I liked it first listen, but then once I had it on the playlist, I ended up dropping it off. And I think it was just vibes. Like, vibes, I just was like, I don't want this. Yeah. Gospel in Austria is trying too hard to copy the code. I do. I hate to say I tend to agree with it. That's what it seemed like with the introduction. And I think that that's always a tricky place for a country to go. I think that's a tricky place. Yeah, I'm like, we've covered this. What else have we? So we covered Ireland. We covered UMK. We've covered Latvia. We've now talked about Estonia. I can't talk to you about Portugal because I don't want to speak too soon on Portugal. I really want to marinate on the playlist because I will say, like, I've been circling around some, and I'm not going to tell you, but I've been circling around some songs. But what that has done is prevented me from listening to other songs, and I'm like, I need to, no, let's not do it. So he's covered stuff. Boss J says Goldilocks apparently doing live on tape. Wasn't Goldilocks told by, Goldilocks was told by a doctor that she was on a strict no talking regimen at this point. So I guess we're going to get her rehearsal tape, which is a bummer. I've got another person who's with me. My Tassin, it's not that thing. I do like that song. I think it's fun, and it's like the music video gave it a little bit of humor, so I'm feeling that. And then Ukraine, I can't talk about Ukraine either. That's when it's like Portugal I can't really talk about, and Ukraine I can't talk about because I haven't really hopped into them. Oh, and we did cover Norway. We did that. Esteban, Alesia, what is your favorite national final so far? Well, if we're going by songs on the playlist, Pazza probably has the most because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it's early, so some of these are going to drop off, and I recently placed some of these songs on here. So if I'm being a little bit fairer, Supernova. I have more songs from Supernova because Supernova I have Ramtai, I have The Water, I have Fit Right, I have Sadajot, y'all know I can't say it, yeah. Zelts, Mona, and then Ligo. So that's hefty. So if I'm being fair, Supernova probably has the most because they've gotten to stick around. Because from Benidorm, all I had was La Chipsa, VIP, VIP and Mel. I'm a Queen. That's all I had from there. Almost Famous. Do you prefer Pizza to Dora this year, Alesia? Dora, I feel like I've only done a periphery, like toe dip in the water, as opposed to like the deep dive that I did to Serbia. So it wouldn't be fair to say that. That wouldn't be fair to say that. But we covered a lot. Oh my gosh. I'm under 30 minutes and I am over just in time to talk to Goldilocks, but I've got 2 minutes for you. So rapid fire questions. I want to try and get rapid fire questions here while I marinate on, you'll get to watch my reaction to Goldilocks because I'm curious what it's going to give because this was my second favorite song from Finland's UMK. She's in a circle. I like it and I like the styling. Blue Bear says, I feel like literally no one wants Mons to win Eurovision again. I don't think it's good. We haven't even heard the song yet. So let's see. Alex, apparently RTVE's new president is not happy with Benidorm this year. I wouldn't be happy because my job would be on the line, I think. Oh, Sarah Sun, Luan for France. I'm excited. I like the back catalog. Yeah. Ooh, Goldilocks. Is that a dancer or is that her? She has like clones of herself. I like it. Okay. I like it. Nice, cute concept, Goldilocks. But no, Luann, I like the back catalog. I'm curious. Given the back catalog, I don't know that we're going to get a winner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it'll be top 10. Like, I think it's going to be quality. Maybe top 5. But I don't know if it'll be like out of the box if we're, if people are looking for something a little bit out of the box. But I'm wondering if this year we get like kind of like a safe shield win like we did in 2015, aka with Måns Zelmerlöw, a shield win, and then the fan favorite Erica. No, I mean Erica. My own Erica. Yeah, so doesn't win, but wins the televote, and then we get kind of like a mix. I don't know, or like wins the jury. I don't know. We'll see. So Luann, I'm excited. I'm actually excited for her. I think she's like a really cool artist and current and authentic. And I do think like the currency of authenticity, like nowadays, like in music, is a real like kind of secret wild card advantage. Yeah. So I got that. Ooh. Gospel and Alesia, do you think Spain will go internally if Melly doesn't do well? I think Benidorm is still giving them a lot of ratings and stuff like that, so probably not. Keith, is Ireland qualifying? Yes, I think so. Kim fan, are you going to follow San Remo this year? I'm already too overwhelmed, so probably not. I'll come in with the winner, but, what's the point of following? They're going to pick something good. Yeah. What's the other thing? Jared, France is really becoming a powerhouse in Eurovision, low key. Well, they should be. But I'm telling you, until you give us the Afrobeat song of our dreams, the karma will not let you win. The karma will not let you win now. Yeah, it's funny. Someone said, just watched a Goldilocks performance. For me, I'm buffering a little bit, so we'll go. Miroslav, have you seen the acoustic version of Kiss Kiss Goodbye by Adana? I have not, because I don't even want that to taint what I know the version is going to be. So I'm staying away from that, because it's just a preview and an acoustic version. So I'm actually going to avoid it and just get into the track that we actually will see on the Eurovision stage. Frederick, do you think Switzerland will want to win again? Honestly, yeah. Do I think it will happen? Probably not. But do I think they're going to come like actual competitive? I absolutely do. I will say, I think I'm looking forward to the Netherlands. I don't think I've said this. The Netherlands, I'm really curious to see what they're doing. I did a little back catalog search. I wish he was more of a seasoned performer, but I like the music. I like the tracks. So I'm curious. What do I think about Lithuania? I'm drowning in national finals, so I don't think much. But oh my goodness, if you've made it this far, then that means you need to subscribe. So if you like this video, please do like this video. And if you like this content and you love the Eurovision Song Contest, this is your opportunity to subscribe. It's Eurovision stuff all day, every day over here. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to drop down and talk in the comments. What do you think of some of my thoughts? Drop down. Talk to me in the comments below. Do you have some questions? Yeah, ask me there. It makes sense. Like in the comments, I will respond if a question is posed. If a question is posed or reaction is set, I will do that. So thank you so much for watching this weekend edition of our State of Play. Thank you. Bye.